Hi everybody, this is Andrew. Do you stay at home? Yes, I do. So now, today we have the data about the COVID-19 in Canada. Here, so there's three province and territory, the COVID-19 status. So today we will based on the data. So discuss about the sum and count. But firstly, we want to get the sum. I mean, all the cases in Canada. So it's easier to get the sum. So here to get the sum, the 68,000 something, the cases in total in Canada. Okay, you can get how about the new cases and the deceased, the number of deceased here. So in the province, we want to get the province. How many provinces? So you can use the count. Oh, it's a 13 provinces and territories. So why we count this column? So if I count based on this column, what's happened? Let's do it. Oh, sorry. C and A to A is 0. What's happened? It's the count for the cases have the 13 province, but we count the province name, but it's 0. The function count is only count of the numbers. Now when we can count the numbers, but we cannot count the character. So if you want to count the characters, so you can change into count A. You can get it. The 13 provinces. Okay, now how can I get the how many territories? That means how many territories? You can use the count with condition. That means count if select the range equals x. How many x in this column? Oh, that means 13. We have 13 territories. But if you want to get the how many cases for the territories, so that one we will use sum if the range equals x. We will count this column. We get a 16. That means 11, 0, and 5. It's a 16. Totally is 16. Okay, the next step, I want to get how many cases if the cases greater than 1,000. we can use the sum if this is the column. That's mean if greater than 1000. Okay, we calculate here 67,000 something. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The totally is 17,000. So you can check it here. We use the sum to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 67,000 something is equal to here. Okay, another one is I want to count how many the numbers greater than 1000. That means how many prevalence that cases greater than 1000. So we can use here count if here. Greater than 1000. Oh, there's a 5 prevalence. Which cases are greater than 1000? Next step, I want to get the state in based on the location. So here we have 5 locations: eastern, western, northern, and central. I want to get the how many cases for the eastern, how many cases in the north, how many cases in the central. So how can we do that? That's not difficult to get it. We can use the sum if, the function. Sum if we will, based on this column, if that column equals this one, and we will calculate this column. This is the number. That means eastern, the new cases in the eastern area is 1426. Okay, we can get the other one. You fix the range, but cannot fix the row number because it is a variable. Here we can get the whole thing. So in the north, it's 16 cases, just like this one. The western is 9,000 something. Oh, most in the central, 57,000. Okay, we move forward. So I want to add another condition. That means how many new cases, how many province with new cases based on the location. So that means the multiple condition, we use the count. So that is, okay, count if as use the multiple criteria. That's a condition criteria range 1, condition 1, range 2, condition 2, something like that. So the first one, we will based on this column equals this one, right? The second condition is new cases. If new cases greater than 0, that means the first condition is this column equals the location. The second condition is in the new cases greater than 0. We have one province in the eastern with the new cases. So eastern here, eastern. Here, only this one. Only Nova Scotia have new cases. Only one province. Okay, similar, we get the other one. Fix the range. Fix the range. Don't fix the row, it's the variable. Fix the range. Fix the range. Okay. We get the other one. This total is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The central have 2. So 1 and 2. Western is 2. Western 1 and the Western 2. The Western. There are the 2 provinces with new cases. This is talking about the count. So next one, we're talking about sum with multiple conditions. It's similar with the count. We have the function name is sum if s. That one is sum the range based on the multiple condition, the multiple criteria. Okay. This is different with the sum if. The firstly, you put on the sum range first, and then follow up the range and condition. Range and condition. Okay, firstly, we will count about this. The first condition is similar with the count if. If this location equals one location, and the second one is new cases greater than 0. That means we will sum of this column. Based on the condition, the first condition is the location equals the eastern. Second condition is the province have new cases. We will calculate the deceased. This is a 47 in eastern because there's only one province with the new cases. This here is 47. So similar, we do the fix the range. Yeah, keep it a variable. Okay, now we can get the number. For example, the eastern and northern is 0. So if we change the data here, 1 and 10, we can get the 1, the eastern 1 and 10. Okay, we change back. So here, if that's a 0, even though they have the 10 in that, so that one is 0 as well. So here, change back, 0. So that one, we can use the multiple condition and get the sum of a column. Another thing is we can use the array formula to get any of you want, put on the condition in it. How can we do it? So just use the this one. Array formula. Array formula is put on your function is a variable. You can do the function based on the column, the multiple record to do something. So here we will do, or if you know the Excel, just like we press Control Shift and Return to get array formula. It's very exactly the same. So now we use the sum. Here it's not if, only sum. If put on the condition here, the location equals the location. And then put on another condition. If the new cases greater than 0. If the condition is missed, so we will get the value this column. That means if this column equals this one, and the new cases is greater than 0, we will get the value here. That same result with this one, but here you can put down any conditions here, any conditions here. So similar with fix the range, just like oh, it's a phrase. Finally. Okay, here's put on the range is fixed. Okay, we can get the same data, exactly the same. So here, if we use this one, we will get the very strange something. Oh no, here. You cannot get the value because let's see if the column, so the function cannot know which one you will get the result. You have this the set of record. It's not one. It's not one. It's set up. It's many lines to meet this condition. So you cannot do that. The only way we use the arrange formula to collect all the records. That is we use the arrange formula to do that. Okay, next one, we want to get the data, the dat from here based on this column. I only want to know if I put on the list here, I want to get how many deceased in Eastern and Western. So that's the easy way. Yes, we just put on the condition just like sum if the Western equals Eastern and get the column. That one is Eastern. There's a 50 dat in Eastern. So in same way, we put on the value into another one. $24. There's a 38. So we can use the sum if put on the list here. That means equals sum if. The same thing. If the column equals list, and then column sum of that. Because that is a set of the range, we have to add array formula. So here is L24 and 23. Now you can get the number, the 50, Eastern, Western is 50, the 258, the two columns. So we just like put on the range here, fix the range. Here, we get the list. So now, only one formula, we get the list. So this number, you cannot delete. Even though deleted, it's come back. We delete it, it's come back. It's based on this column. So we based on arrange column, we can get the value, only one value, not list. Use the range formula to get the list. And so 50 is for Eaton. 258 is for Western. So we can get the similar thing, put on the value. That means put on sum here. To get one value. It's just similar with this one. The sum put on two sums. Sum is we get only one value. That's the list. Put on the list here. But you use the sum, only one condition cannot meet this requirement. Something like that. If this list equals this list, L14, no, L14, oh, sorry, it's J24, J24 here. You cannot get the value, only get the one. Oh, this one is J. Here is J. This value only get the first one. You have to use arrange formula to get the list and put on the list into a sum to get the sum of them. So in this scenario, we cannot use the sum if. We cannot use the sum if they meet the condition to sum of the column. No, you can do that. You cannot do that. So we have to use the array formula to do that. In a similar way, yes, we can use this one to get this information. It's the same thing. So for example here, just like this way. Because that one is not from here, it's L. It's L23. L23 to N23. That means if this location in the list L23 to N23, if in the list, we will get the number. We will get the number based on the F. So we get the 3 numbers. This number you cannot delete it, just like the word code. So here. And then you double check here, it is same or not. The 4008 7 something. So here, if you change into a central here, just like this way, you can get the data. That one is central and eastern. Central and eastern. Central and eastern. Central and eastern. It's 4,060,000 here. We can get it, the number. So today we're talking about the sum and the count in many scenarios. That's all for today. Thanks you're watching. If you like it, please script me. Thank you. Bye bye.